What's up, everyone? ADS Play 101 here, and welcome back to the final character in Season 1 of the DLC characters for Gekishin Squadra, God of Destruction TOPPO. TOPPO, or TOPPO, however the hell you want to pronounce his name. We're going to go over his move lists, explain how to play the character. Again, this is a basic instruction just to build a foundation on. You know, of course, as you play the character yourself, you're going to develop your own strategies and whatnot. But this is just to get a general understanding of the character and exactly what the character does and how to play him. So without further ado, let's jump in this training mode. All right, so get a good look at all his moves. So TOPPO is a character that applies marks. He's quote unquote an aggressive character with some defensive options that allows him to apply marks of destruction that allows him to do more damage. So his passive is no longer fighting for, I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That gives him a movement speed boost and against any target that has a mark of destruction on him. And the greater the mark of destruction stacks are, the more movement speed he gets. And the mark of destruction effects, it basically does continuous damage over a set period of time, and you can stack multiple marks of destruction on the same target. His rush attack, his basic attack extends the mark of destruction duration. His destruction flash shoots a barrage of energy in a direction and applies a mark of destruction. His demolition tornado rotates in an area of effect that applies a mark of destruction but deals more damage to the targets that have, or anybody in the area that has a mark of destruction on them. His sphere of destruction tempered is a defensive move that he covers himself in Hakai energy or destruction energy. And anybody that hits him, he fires a small ball of destruction energy at him, applying a mark of destruction. When he gets hit, it gives him an HP boost as well as a defense buff against energy attacks. And his sphere of destruction, which is ultimate, does additional damage. It does damage in an AoE, and it does additional damage to anybody that has a mark of destruction on them. So applying those stacks of mark of destruction is pretty important. So let's get on level 5. Go. Just to get a base look at his moves. So this is his flash. You see that mark of destruction right there is that little weird circle that is applied. And let me put the cooldowns on. And you can continuously add them on there, which seems to be like a maximum of 3, if I'm not mistaken. So like a maximum of 3 can be put on. And let me put the damage. It's 1, 2, 3. So 3 of them can be applied at once. So that's his flash, his destructive flash. Oh, he's already out. Next up, he has his tornado, his demolition tornado, which has him swing around in an area of effect. Of course, as the levels go up, the tornado gets massive. The area of effect becomes massive. And for this next one, I'm gonna have him attack. His temper applies. It covers his body and God of destruction energy, and anybody that hits him, he flings a ball of destruction energy at whoever hits him. So whether it's one person, two people, 3 people, or more, anybody that hits him gets tagged with the mark of destruction. So this is real good if you're getting ready to dive into like the middle of a skirmish. If you're getting jumped You know, this is like a good move to have them, uh, kind of pay for that, pay for what they're doing, and then it applies that market destruction to anybody, and those Hakai shots, it tracks them no matter where they go, so they're going to get hit by it. With that being said, his ultimate throws a sphere. Let me make sure I get the name right. His massive sphere of destruction throws a sphere in the AOE. See right there, and any character that has a mark of destruction on them, they take additional damage. So you really, the trick to him is that you really want to stack those marks of destruction in order to maximize the damage that you get out of primarily two moves. So the way you want to, ideally, in an ideal situation, right? The way you want to apply your marks of destruction is that you want to activate your, let me make sure I get the name right. Sphere of Destruction Tempered. You want to activate this defensive move as you're getting into a fight. So you're getting into a fight, they're fighting you back, you activate this, hit him with that, hit him with a Justice Flash, then hit him with the Tornado after that. And that should be at least 3 stacks, and off of that, you hit him with one of them. So let's max them out just so you can see what the moves look like maxed out. So you really want to, basically you want to stack your marks on them, and then you want to just burst them down from there, leading with the Sphere of Destruction Tempered, which is this move right here. Like, you want to lead in with that. So I know people are going to wonder about what divine cards to use. His first card, if you're confident that you can get a lot of damage, or if you're confident in your aggressive playstyle, I would say Super Snowball will be pretty good. But me personally, with a character like this, he's an attacker that has defensive options. And I always try to, with certain characters, I always try to prioritize survivability over damage, because it seems like certain moves just work well with it. So I would personally go build up, and then for the second card, I would probably do maybe Prepare to Die or Giant Slayer, but Steel Skin is always but Steel Skin and hold on, Giant Slayer, Prepare to Die, Steel Skin, and Solid Barrier are all good picks, just depending on what you're going with. With Solid Barrier, it gives you a shield that nullifies damage for 2 hits. With Steel Skin, it reduces the amount of damage per hit. And of course, with Prepare to Die, if you get them down to half health, they take additional damage. And Giant Slayer is that the character does additional damage if the target is over 80% or more HP until the end of that battle. So you can just continue fighting. So it's completely up to you, but I would just pick any one of these depending on if you're going more defensive or more offensive. So a move like Steel Skin, a card like Steel Skin will work good with his combo. With a shield, that'll work real good with that. Or if you feel like you want to do more damage, go Giant Slayer or Prepare to Die. So it's like whatever you want. So, and then for his final one, I always look at it like this: if the character has a kit that requires him to do multiple skills, Pursuer is a good way to go. Because since you have to use multiple skills anyway, which you have to do with him in order to apply multiple marks of destruction, you really want to use that to your benefit. Like, you want that to go towards something. So I kind of look at it from that perspective, and so Pursuer is a good one for him. But Wicked Warrior is also good. But it only lasts for 4 seconds after it. So I personally would go Pursuer. When it comes to him, whoever just Draymond Sidecoin, appreciate the follow. But I would pretty much just go with these 3. So it's build up. Once you max out build up, Then probably go to something like Prepare to Die or Giant Slayer or Steel Skin or Solid Barrier, and then go Pursuer. Like I would go with those. Um, so just to see how much more damage a Market Destruction does, mind you, I have him at level 15. So let's just look at it. So you have that. Hold on, let's let that Market Destruction go down. One, two, three, four. With this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the more you attack him, the more that Market Destruction is going to last. So it only lasts 4 seconds on its own, but if you do the rush attack on him while the Market Destruction is on him, it's just going to continuously do damage. So that's always good. Let me get Vegeta up to max. That way we can get a better look at his health.
Are you ready to see the power of a Super Saiyan?
There we go. So, matter of fact, let me get him to attack. So in an ideal situation, this is how I would use him. So as I'm getting attacked, activate temperament. I kind of messed that up. And then just keep rushing him. Because you want to use that tornado last. Either you can use the tornado last or you can use it as like an entrance. Because it's going to hit multiple people, obviously, especially if you got it maxed out. But the whole time this is going on, I have him not taking any damage. That's the reason why he's not. Like he's just getting chewed up the whole time this is going on. So enter with the shield and let them let whoever hits you get hit. That's your first Market Destruction. And with that, and the whole time you just want to do your rush attack and then just burst them down with your ultimate. And that's how I personally would use him. Like I said, he's a good character that makes you want to be aggressive, but he has defensive options. And if you can, whatever weakness he might have, because you know early on with a lot of attackers they don't have a lot of health. If you build some defense on him, his survivability is going to be real good, especially considering he gets a health buff with this. Even though the health buff is only temporary, you combine that with what you would get with maybe like something like Steel Skin. That'd be, oh, shoot, oh, close that. Can I heal? Oh, I gotta, or it doesn't automatically heal me. That's crazy. At least it doesn't heal me in the game. Because I want to see how much health I would get on top of everything, but I can't do it right now. Because, yeah, let me reset. All right.
This is the power of destruction. Now you'll see the true potential. Now you'll see the true. Behold, this is my true power.
Get this. Need to back up.
Coming. The power of a Super Saiyan.
Dude, put the divine cards back on.
Now this should be useful. This won't go to waste. Now time to get serious. Now time to get serious.
I don't have no way to build up. I have no way to get the stacks for build up, so it's not going to. So I have no way to show it. But it's still worth investing into, especially early game. Yeah, so that's a bust. But anyway, again, so the strategy for him, right? It's actually multiple ways you can go about doing this. There's multiple ways. One, you can either enter a fight with his sphere of destruction tempered, just enter the fight. You know, just go in there fighting and just enter it while you're fighting. Let whoever hit you, and then he just flicks, applies the first mark of destruction, then go into your Justice Splash, and then go to your Tornado, because it's going to do more damage to anybody who has a mark of destruction on them. So I would like save that to last. Or you can enter with the Tornado, because it's going to apply a mark of destruction to everybody in that area. And then I'm pretty sure they're going to be trying to attack you anyway. So hit the temper, and then go Justice Flash. You know, there's a couple ways you want to do it. Ideally, you want to save that Tornado for last. Ideally, you want to. You want to enter with this, because that's your first stack of mark of destruction. Or if you're going in, because you can move with Justice Flash. So if you're going in there to fight somebody, you can go in there with them. They fighting back, hit them with that. Tornado their ass. Hit them with one of them. So that's pretty much. So if you ever got like the super, I'm trying to think of the name of that divine card. Super Start, the one that maxes out one skill at the beginning of the match, I would probably go Tornado. That'll probably be like one of the better options. I mean, like, you would think Justice Flash and all of them would be good, but you want to get those stacks on whoever. So if you max this out, on top of the fact that you're already doing damage because of the marks of destruction, you can just be aggressive and just get their health down and just basically win a fight. So again, his divine cards. If you're confident in your aggressive playstyle, I would say go Super Snowball. If not, you know, focus on defense with build up. Then any one of these four, between Giant Slayer, Prepare to Die, Steel Skin, and Solid Barrier, you know, so take your pick. And then with the last one, I would probably just go Pursuer, just to get something out of me having to do multiple skills, for me having to apply the marks. So he's really, really strong. So TOPPO is actually out right now. I actually misread, to be honest with you, because I went to their Twitter and they mentioned something about him being out on November 4th, but I seen that they did that for like some type of contest, so I was misinformed. But yeah, TOPPO, he's a very strong, aggressive attacker. He's out right now if you guys want to play him. Hopefully this guide helps you out and gives you a good understanding as to how to use him. I think he's a really good character to use. I think he's a very aggressive character. He's a fun character to use. And yeah. So you guys check him out. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys for the next character guide for whenever they put out the next 3. So see you guys then. Peace.